They started paddling in May on the Penobscot River in Maine's Penobscot Nation and plan to complete their journey right back there in September, after passing through native lands all along their way through New York, up the Hudson River into Quebec, and then back down the Penobscot. At a stop in the Shinnecock Nation, Onondaga citizen Hickory Edwards said the trip is much more than mere aquatic adventure.
The world needs unity, and that's really what we're doing, is uniting these nations all the way down from Penobscot territory all the way down the coast into Shinnecock and then up into my lands. We got Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, that we're all united through these flowing waters. I believe that it's important for us to start relearning these highways
and spreading wisdom. Shinnecock citizen Shanae Bullock helped guide the paddlers through her nation's waterways.
Out there behind us is the Atlantic Ocean. There's a small piece of land there, and there's the Atlantic Ocean on the other side. And here is what's called the Shinnecock Bay. Our people have been living here since time immemorial on this bay. This bay is very much a part of our genetic makeup. We understand that she's alive. And when you come up to Shinnecock, you can swim and still see your feet, because we shellfish and we take care of the land underneath the water. And that's just our everyday life. If the world really could spend the time to be guided through our homelands and through our waterways to see how we live, to see what we did, they would truly understand, how to do that properly.
And above all, respect the water.
There's the one element that remains constant, that life cannot exist without it, and that's water. Now that water makes up, roughly 75% of us, and that water that's in us right now is that same water that was here in the beginning of time. It's been recycled over and over in the clouds, in the ground, in every blade of grass. It's been in our grandparents, our great-great-grandparents, thousands of years ago, and it's in us now, that same exact water. And that's why it's important to, keep these waters alive, because they are us. They are our grandfathers. They are our future.
Edwards, who spends a lot of his time learning, living, and teaching traditional canoe culture, considers himself first and foremost a water protector.
One of the reasons why I start becoming a water protector is coming on these waters and seeing directly firsthand the sickness on these waters. We have all these pollutants that come in where some places where we can't swim. In my own lands, Onondaga Lake is one of the most polluted lakes in the world.
At Standing Rock, he made a lasting contribution.
I grabbed a tree from the Cannonball River and dug a hole, stuck it in there, and I sat there for a week, with pieces of wood and nails, and asked people where they're from and then how many miles to home. We had people from Iceland, Greenland, far away as Australia. In the Smithsonian at National Museum of the American Indian got word that it was there, and reached out, and I said that I made it and that I could save it and rescue it from being demolished and bulldozed over, and they agreed. So I went out for my 5th time out to Standing Rock and rescued that mile marker pole and donated it to the museum.
Today, Edwards is back out on the water as the great canoe journey, stroke by stroke, moves towards its return to the Penobscot Nation. Along the way, they stopped at the Unkashog Nation on Long Island, where Chief Harry Wallace greeted them and honored them, and perhaps best summed up the journey's message of connection and regeneration.
Greetings, my friend and relative. My name is Harry Wallace. Giwase Inini in my language, which means hunter man. I'm a Turtle Clan, and I'm the elected chief of the Unkachog Indian Nation, and we are here on our land, which is called Puspatuk, which means the place where the waters burst forth. This village has been in our possession for over 1,000 years. We've never relinquished control or jurisdiction to anybody here, and we're here to celebrate and honor the voyage of our relatives who are traveling by water. It is a voyage that has taken place for thousands of years. The original waterways were the original highways of America. And so What this journey is doing is reaffirming our territorial jurisdiction over our water. And we are honored to be a part of this celebration and proud and honored to be a part of this journey.
In the Onkashog Nation, Stuart Huntington, ICT News.